Good afternoon, everyone. Bettina Carey here, and I'm the founder of We Empower You and the WeEmpowerYourLife.com website. And I'm here today for our last day and our last session of the 5-day We Empower You to Be on TV. And today I have Annette Bond, who's going to be sharing with us a little bit more about editing your closet. And of course, video is all the rage because it's ranked much higher and it gets a lot more views. So Annette, join us here and introduce yourself, and we are looking forward to your session here today. Thank you so much for coming.
Cool. I'm excited to be here. So I want to ask you, have you been like looking at your goals and thinking, okay, what am I going to do for 2021? What do I want to leave behind from 2020? Maybe you've been kind of decluttering your spaces. And we all do that at the beginning of a new year. And we're thinking, okay, what do I need to get rid of? What are those things I'm super excited about? And many of you probably go into your closet and begin that same process. Hi, I'm Annette Bond, certified image consultant, and I help successful, smart women just like you who are feeling maybe kind of overwhelmed in your closet and you're not sure, how do I edit my closet? And you may have been taught or you've gone to classes that say, okay, well, if you haven't worn it in 6 months or a year, go ahead and take it out. And that's not wrong. Maybe you're doing the system where you take a hanger and you turn the hanger, and if you haven't worn that in a while, you then you get rid of it. Or maybe you just go through your closet and you're just like, okay, I'm done with that. I want to introduce a new thought to you about when you go into your closet to edit your wardrobe. And I'm calling it the self-image edit in your closet. So as I said, we go into our closet and we're thinking, okay, I'm done with this, or I haven't worn this in a while. But what I want you to be thinking about is I want you to go back to those goals that you set and about what is it you want to move away from and what do you want to move toward in your business. And we want your wardrobe to support that. So many times we think it's all about what our clothing, our style, the fashion, how does it look? And we ask someone, how does it look? Does this look good? Do I look good in this? I want to invite you to think about, how does it feel? And where I'm taking you with this is sometimes we have pieces in our closet and it's like, they're fine, they look great, but it's old clothes that we have maybe attached. I'm going to use myself as an example. I remember when I started my business 10 years ago, and people would probably look at pictures and go, oh, you look fine, that looks great. But those clothes, that was when I was newer. I wasn't new to the image and style business, but I was new to definitive style. I was just growing as an entrepreneur. Maybe I wasn't letting myself to really be seen and noticed as much as I am now. And so those clothes have an energy to them that's who I was 10 years ago. And if you're like me, is that we're always growing, we're always stepping into a newer, shinier version of us. And I believe that you should feel like that in your clothing. So as I said, as you're moving toward these goals, these exciting happenings for 2021, are you feeling that when you get up and get dressed every day, whether you're coming to a virtual Zoom call. You know, things are starting to open up a little bit more when you're going to a business luncheon. Even to get on, I just actually had a call before I came on this, a Zoom appointment. I still come to that call as the best version of me. And are you feeling that in your 2021 wardrobe? So I'm going to give you an example. So I went to my closet, and this actually was my coat closet. And I found this coat 10 years ago. It was a coat that I had when I started my business. And, you know, it was a coat, and there's nothing wrong with it. It's a great black coat. It's a coat. It will go with anything. But, you know, it's like, it was that coat I wore a lot. It feels safe. There's nothing fancy about it. Could I put a scarf with it or jazz it up? Yes, I could. But you know, it's okay. And you can almost kind of tell as I'm kind of sharing about this coat. And so it's really listening almost to your body on how you feel when you are putting certain pieces on. So like I said, this is great. One thing I think it's always bugged me, and I never did anything about it, is the sleeves were too long. And sometimes, a lot of times, when sleeves are too long, it makes it feel sloppy. And I never did hem the sleeves. So you know what? This coat is just fine. It's okay, nothing special. But now I'm going to try on another coat. This was a jacket. And I vividly remember when I bought this jacket. I walked into Neiman Marcus in Bellevue, and I saw this jacket, and it's leather. I'm going to just show you a little bit more here. And I remember looking at it, and I thought, I put it on and I zipped it up. And I remember the sales girl, I'm zipping up my coat here, who I know quite well. And she's like, oh my gosh, Annette, you have to have that coat. You have to have that jacket. And I remember vividly, I said, nope, I can't, no, oh, that's way too expensive. You know what? Nope, I can't. That's too expensive. And so many times we do that. We push things away, whether they're big goals or big dreams. We push them away and we think, no, maybe I'm not ready for that yet, or it's too scary, or, you know, maybe someday I'll do that. And we do that with clothing. And so I put this on, and I have to tell you, it's leather, and they call it a butter leather. I mean, it's soft, it's pliable, it's so beautiful. And that, you can just hear me as I talk about it. That's how I feel in this jacket. So what happened is I didn't buy the jacket at that moment, but I went home and I couldn't stop thinking about this jacket. I can remember how it made me feel. And I had plans on how I was going to wear this jacket, whether it was speaking engagements or conferences that I was going to go to. And I believe that we need to have pieces in our wardrobe that support us. Like, you need to have those pieces if you are doing speaking, if you're on video, you're going to be meeting a high-end client, you're going into an elevated business setting. You want to feel like $1,000,000. And so your clothes need to give you that energy, because you will be oozing with confidence. And so it's really being, I guess what I want to say to you is being aware of how are your clothes pieces making you feel? Not always, yes. I always kind of say, yes, we want them to look good. Yes, we want them to fit well. Yes, we want the colors to be right for you. But sometimes we can have pieces that kind of check all those boxes, but you don't always feel like $1,000,000. So be thinking about, how are you feeling? Does it get you excited? Just like your 2021 goals. Are you aligned? I like to say, step into your excellence, get noticed, and raise your income. So I like to say, style with significance. This is not just a jacket. This is a jacket that lets me feel like $1,000,000. So I just want to invite you, if you would like to go a step deeper with me, learn a little bit more about, okay, Annette, I want to know more about this clothing, image, wardrobe, color. I have a free Facebook group and it's called Style with Significance. And I would love for you to become part of it and come in the group and join us. So thank you for today.
Thank you so much, Annette. That's a wonderful jacket. Oh my gosh, it just feels, I mean, I can feel it even on me.
Yeah, it's
Not
yummy.
my color,
It's
but
yummy. I love it.
wow, yes. And the investment, well worth it, right? Because at
Yes.
the end of the day, how we look and how we feel needs to be in alignment. And I love that you know your colors. I know that you know your style, and all of those things put together make for a put together person, which of course that you present really, really well. So I'm so excited. And again, folks can reach you on your free Facebook. Can you share the name one more time?
Yeah, it's called Style with Significance by Annette Bond. Yes.
Yes, wonderful. And then obviously, our 5-day challenge has been all about preparing ourselves to create a 5-minute spotlight video that can go on TV. And we've been going over all of the lights and the camera and the action and the story and the character in your story. And now, of course, we've added you here to the 2 p.m. session to talk about this wonderful opportunity to look at your style. How do you present when you're on camera? So thank you, Annette, so much for coming. And for those of you who would like to join us here, go to the WeEmpowerYourLife.com website, click on the calendar tab and scroll until you see this 5-day challenge. And you're welcome to join us even now. And we're going to sign off of Facebook, but we will be continuing with our meetings so that we can take any questions that folks have. Let me stop our recording here on Facebook Live. Thank you, Annette. It's been great to have you.